Welcome back, everybody, to another lesson. Today we are going to talk about adding decimal numbers. And to add them is really quite simple. We'll start with our first one here. So you'll have 316.25 plus 18.12. Okay? When adding or subtracting decimals, you want to make sure both numbers have the same number of decimal places. This one already does, so we can go straight through and add it. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. Ignore the decimals for a minute. It'll make your life easier when you're adding these. Just ignore the decimals till you get the final result. 6 plus 8 is 14, so you keep the 4, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and then 3 plus 0 is 3. Alright, to get our final result, we figure out how many decimal places that we have. We had 2. So we need to have 2 decimal places in our result. So 334.37 would be our final answer. Alright, I got 3 more. This will be a relatively short lesson today. Relatively short lesson. So we have 0.687 plus 0.9. Well, right away we see we don't have the same number of decimal places. But all you have to do to make them the same number of decimal places is remember that after the 9, you have an infinite number of zeros afterwards. We need 3 decimal places, so you'd only need 2 more zeros. You can make it 0.900. Now we can add, since we have the same number of decimal places. So 7 plus 0 is 7. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 9 is 15. Keep the 5. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 0 is 1. And we had 3 decimal places, so our final answer needs to have 3 decimal places. You would get 1.587 for your answer. Then I got 2 more. Alright, let's say we have 39 plus 1.007. Well, one number has no decimal places, one number has 3 decimal places, so we need to make the first number have 3 decimal places. If you remember, there's a default set of zeros after the 9, so it would be 39.000. Now we may add these since they have the same number of decimal places. So what you're going to get is 0 plus 7 is 7, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 9 plus 1 is 10, keep the 0, carry the 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. So you had 3 decimal places, your final answer needs to have 3 decimal places. So your answer would be 40.007. And that's what you would get. Got one more problem, and that'll be it. We have 0.845 plus 10.02. Okay. Well, one number has 3 decimal places, one has 2. We know after the 2 there's an infinite number of zeros, so we can just add a 0 after the 2, and now we'll have 3 decimal places. So 5 plus 0, well, that's going to be 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So we have 3 decimal places. Your final answer needs to have 3 decimal places. You'll get 10.865 as your answer. And really, all there is to adding decimals is make sure you have the same number of decimal places. You go through, do your addition, ignore the decimals while you're doing the addition, and then your final answer will have the same number of decimal places that you had in the equation. And that's all there is to it. So the next lesson will be subtracting decimals. Hope everyone has a good day.